2001 was a devastating year for dot-coms. Popular names like Cosmo, Webvan, eToys, and Pets.com all bit the dust. But one segment of the industry kept moving right along. Jupiter Media Metrics believes 1 in every 4 Internet users views adult content online. That's big bucks, more than $1 billion a year for the Internet adult industry, according to Forrester Research, with most of that money, not surprisingly, coming from men. Many in the Internet adult industry argue their business is recession-proof. But at this year's Internext show in Las Vegas, some did admit to a slight slowdown in growth. But some well-known online entrepreneurs like Danny Ash say the adult industry only has itself to blame.
Adult websites are doing very well because it's relatively cheap entertainment. It's cheaper than going to a basketball game. It's cheaper than flying to Hawaii. So that is actually a plus for us. On the other side, though, which sort of cancels that out, is that the adult entertainment industry online has become very oversaturated.
Danny should know. She started her softcore site called Danny's Hard Drive way back in 1996 and currently boasts revenue of more than $7 million a year. In that time, the number of porn sites rocketed from a few hundred to over 200,000.
One of the reasons pornography flourishes on the internet is anonymity, but you can't hide from the bank.
Well, billing issues are always a challenge. But however, our market, our industry, is maturing. And anytime an industry matures, certain things happen. Consolidation, regulation. When our industry first started, there was none of that. And now that Visa is regulating, the FTC is regulating to a certain extent, that everybody is really, if you're not doing really good, clean business, you're not in business anymore.
In November, a number of adult websites agreed to pay a total of $30 million back to consumers who claimed they were fraudulently billed for free services or for sites they had never visited. Now, website owners say it's usually the other way around. They say when customers get their credit card bills, they often call up MasterCard or Visa and claim they did not authorize charges from porn sites. These so-called chargebacks are the biggest drain on the industry, costing hard dollars and relationships with banks. But never fear, chargeback hassles have spawned a new industry with a new set of entrepreneurs, companies that handle those tricky charges for you.
It's very difficult for a lot of merchants to maintain their own merchant account. They have to handle customer service, they have to handle issues dealing with fraud, chargebacks. So coming to iBill, where we assume all that responsibility, makes your life a lot easier. It lets you concentrate on just marketing your program and driving traffic to your site.
One drawback to these services is their cost. iBill and its major competitors CCBill and Epic usually take a 15% bite out of revenue that flows through their systems, while traditional merchant accounts usually take only 3 to 5% off the top. Ash cites another reason she decided to go it alone.
A few years back, when we realized that we had to do real-time billing, we looked at every third-party biller, and I looked at each and every one of them square in the face and said, but what about my data? How do I know that my data is secure with you, and how do I know when I leave you you're going to give me my data back, and how do I know that I'm safe if you go out of business? And not one of those companies could answer that question to my satisfaction. So instead of going with one of them, I built my own system. I've always done my own billing, and since then I've seen a number of billers go out of business and take a lot of their customers with them and their customers' databases with them.
And if adult website owners have problems with a particular client, there are other ways of dealing with it.
There's no strong arm stuff in this racket, by the way. And I use the term racket because that's an old-time phrase, but we use it as a colorful phrase. But really and truly today, the debtor is a guy who basically wants to get his bills paid.
The quest for profits for most dot-coms has proved elusive, but the porn industry proves once again sex sells. Caleb Goddard, Yahoo FinanceVision, Las Vegas.